Welcome to our channel, and this is a entry video for this year's cancer awareness build. Welcome to CP101, and this is an update on the 67 Shelby Mustang, and I never thought I was going to get the damn thing painted.
Welcome to our first update on Samantha's Camaro.
Hey guys, welcome back to Dirk's Pneumophiles and another video. This is a different kind of video than you're used to here. As I'm sure you are well aware, the news is making its rounds across the modeling community, and that is that we lost one of our own, Chris Cortel of Classic Plastic 101. I'm sure that there are already plans in the making by people to create a memorial tribute build to the man, which is a really good thing. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm just here to talk about Chris himself, what Chris meant to me and my time here in the YouTube modeling community. I came across Chris's videos early on, probably one of the first people that I came across and subscribed to. And at that time, he had only been on YouTube for a short while longer than me, but you know, still he was there. He had a presence, and he had some builds that I went through. And when I discovered it, actually, it was I remember now. It was his Cylon Centurion build that I first discovered, and I remember watching the build and the different videos that he made for it and everything. It was really cool. And after that, I went back and started at the beginning, which I think was his Mach 5 build. Might have been his first one at the time, and just worked through all his videos until I got back to the Centurion one. He had this way about him when he made his videos that I was really attracted to. It was the subject matter. He changed the subject matter from build to build usually. He wasn't stuck on just doing cars or just doing airplanes or something like that. Not that that's a bad thing. That's not what I mean. But it was the variety that I liked. And then I found that his style of making his videos was a lot like the style that I had been taking when making my videos. Not trying to compare myself to him, because the man has a lot more skills in his pinky toe than I have in my entire being. But there was there were a lot of similarities in the way that we approached our video making and stuff like that, and our desire to help other people and show people what we're doing. He liked to show people how to build models. I always believed I like to show people how not to build models. See how I do it? Don't do it this way. But it was really cool, and he was popular. I mean, he put a video up, and within a day he had hundreds of people with comments and stuff like that, and he answered all the comments. There are some people out there that they just, I don't know, they're just too busy, or they feel they don't need to, they don't need to, they don't respond to their subscribers, but he always did. He made you feel like you were part of the process, and as time went by, I came across an issue that I was having with a model I was building, and I didn't know who to turn to. And I reached out to Chris, and to be honest with you, I experienced reaching out to different modelers at the time. I didn't expect him to a response, but he did. He responded like in short order, and we set up a Google Hangout at the time. back when the Hangouts were popular. And we got online and we talked for about an hour, worked through the problem that I was having. He gave me some tips and pointers, and then we just started bullshitting about the community itself. And that's kind of, I think, when the friendship developed. We had gone through hosting some group builds together. The idea of the Tom Daniels group build was something that we worked on together, which was always fun to do. And we became friends on Facebook. At one point, he actually had asked me to help moderate his Classic Plastic 101 Facebook channel, which was kind of an honor for me. I mean, it doesn't really mean anything. It's Facebook. It gives a rat's ass. But he asked me to help him with that, and at the time, it was only family that was doing it with him, so it was kind of an honor for me to do it, that he would ask me to help him with that, so it was kind of cool. But, when back in the days when I was on Facebook, we would talk daily, and we were really on par with a lot of our beliefs and stuff like that, and our disgust with the drama that went on in the community and the other stuff like that. It was he became a real friend. I can't explain it, but I feel that there's a delineation between online friends and your real friends. The guys that you go out and hang out with at a bar or whatever. The people that you actually meet. Not that they're trying to take away from those friendships, but to me there is a difference. But Chris was one of the few that I really did consider to be a friend, a true friend, even though I had never met the man before. His channel inspired me. It pushed me. He would come up with things that I was like, I've got to try this. And there are some things that I did that I would follow him step by step. It might not be the exact same model, but I would use that technique and see if I can make it work. But he pushed me to be a better modeler. He was a mentor to a lot of us. And I'm not sure that he would like that term for himself, because he seemed to be a very modest person. And I'm not sure that he would be comfortable having that moniker attached to him, that he was a mentor or something like that. But the fact is, he really was, and I'm sure a lot of you out there would agree with that he was something like that. So, a couple years back, there was a bunch of stuff that was going on Facebook, and I was getting disgusted with it, and we had talked, me and him talked, and we had both at the time had decided we're leaving Facebook, find something else, strike out on a different path and find something else. Turned out it was something called MeWe. Didn't quite stick, but we ventured off to get off of Facebook and away from all the crap and drama going on. Not just model related, but it was a lot of other stuff too. And I think a lot of people were going through it at the time. So we had set up shop on MeWe, and for other issues, Chris had gone back to Facebook. I never did, and it was then that I kind of lost contact with him. Because that was our day-to-day way to communicate, and with not being on that platform anymore, I just kind of lost track with him. And sure, he'd make a video and I'd respond, or I'd make a video and he'd respond, and it just wasn't the same. And it made me sad that I was losing touch with that friend, but his models videos were still coming out, and that gave me, that connection was still there. And I really enjoy his videos. I can't tell you how many times I've gone and watched videos of his over and over again, referred back to him one thing or another, which is part that's also sad too, is back when YouTube decided to change their platform a little bit with the that issue they were having. I forget what it was officially called, but it was with, had to do with children and stuff like that. He had pulled down all his content, and then shortly after he came back, but all that content was lost, which is really a shame because there was a lot of good stuff out there. So I'm hoping that his family will keep his channel up. This way, those of us that are here can still reflect back to it, and it'll be something that people that are coming up behind us will be able to see and get that knowledge that he had and get to know him like the rest of us have. I think it'd be a really cool thing to leave that up there. Probably one of the best memorials for somebody like him with his skills and his love for this hobby. Just let it run. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time finding the right words here. I guess what it comes down to, though, is that there are going to be a lot of things being said out there, which is good. I hope the conversation continues, keep him alive in some aspects. But go back and watch his videos again. Remember the decent things that he had done, and raise a glass to the man as you're watching the videos, because I think it wasn't an intentional thing, but he really did change or guide the way this community is today. Or maybe not changed it in a way, but maybe he made it a better place. How about that? I think that's more accurate, because with some of the things that go on there from out there time to time, he is what this community should be more like. Steadfast in his beliefs in the hobby and the sharing of skills and knowledge, and no drama whatsoever. But yeah, Chris will be missed. He'll be sorely missed, especially by me. Again, I consider him to have been a true friend of mine over the years. And, anyway, hey, let's get back to modeling, okay? I'll talk to you guys later. Till next time, be strong.